Hello, friends, and welcome. I'm Exiled King. Welcome back to another video, or, well, this is your first time. Welcome to the Armored Core Project. I am wandering around my apartment right now, checking stuff out. Well, these are about to be clean. Got dishwasher going, so yeah, that food's gonna be really hot. I'm not touching that just yet. Um, okay, so yeah, you're going on a little journey with me right now, but this video is about what if. Let's go on an imaginary trip. Yeah, let's say that somewhere over the rainbow, Armored Core had a competitive scene. Maybe, just freaking maybe, From Software gave a darn again. Yeah, this TV is putting out some serious light. Nice. It's a beautiful background now. Now, let's say that Armored Core had a competitive scene, and we're going to use Armored Core 4 Answer as the example that of what that scene could be, what a rule set like that could be, or, or what a rule set could be for a scene like that. So, and this is competitive play. Like, this is ranking tournaments on up, from low circuit to high circuit. And this is the kind of stuff that we need as a community. Okay? God, my beard is. I'm 30 years old and I look like I'm 35, pushing 40. Jeez. You're 31 this year. Oh, hurts me a little bit, just a little bit. But no. And I say this with the utmost respect, but From Software, like, I love you, I do, and your games have made my life better. Okay? Armored Core has genuinely, and I say this, I mean it when I say this, has genuinely made my life better. Because without that inspiring force, I wouldn't be half the creative person that I am today. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. However, I'm gonna need y'all to actually give a crap. I'm fighting real hard through curse words. Give a crap about your games as far as Armored Core goes. You got your Dark Souls money, and you forgot about Armored Core. So we're still here, and there's a lot more of us than you realize. And a vast majority of us were in love with Armored Core 4 Answer. And then you gave us Verdict Day, or 5 in Verdict Day. So let's go ahead and fix that. Yeah. Anyway, back to the whole topic of this video. Uh, there's a whole hour's worth. There's a podcast episode worth of Armored Core right now, as far as the community and what happened. But right now, let's focus on rules for a tournament that would be an actual competitive scene. And like we're talking, like this is like full sponsorship. So this hypothetical example is going to include like company sponsorships. Like let's say Monster sponsored a team or or players, individual pilots. Okay, let's say that they actually did that. Now that's the example we're going with. Use your imagination. I know that it's all the stuff you've dreamed of, but it's nothing of the stuff, not any of the stuff you have. This second bedroom tournament stuff that you barely got to work on split screen back in the day. Like I know that's your life right now, but like let's suspend the disbelief and let's go ahead and just let's imagine that this was reality. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're 3.5 minutes, well, about 4 minutes into this, so I've ate up enough time. So general rules for competitive play for the tournament. Multiplayer rules, considering it would be Armored Core 4 Answer's multiplayer section that we'd be using. Look at her just climbing in the background. Oh, this video is immediately going to go viral. Um, but yeah, rules in play would be as follows. Time limit 5 minutes. Ammo limited. Respawn off. It's best of 5. Best of 5 matches wins the round. Winner moves on, loser loses and is gone. There could be a quote unquote losers tournament on the side for this, but that's not what I'm on right now. Right now, moving up, going through rules. So, time limit being 5 minutes. If it takes you more than 5 minutes to end a match, to end an actual order match, then you're playing the wrong game. Um, let's see. What else? Oh yeah, map selection. So actually selecting the combat ground is going to be its loser's choice. So how do you decide? Well, then how do you decide the first one? Well, I've got an answer for that. Training ground A. No obstacles, nothing. Flat terrain, completely and perfectly open. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. Nothing to do but fight. You figure it out like that. Now, loser picks the next map, the next combat ground, seeking to make sure that was my cat. Seeking to make sure that they have some kind of tactical advantage over the person who just stomped them into the ground. Whether it be by a nose or by a mile, you lost. So you get to pick. And then back and forth, so on and so forth. When it's best of 5, let's say I've won 2 and you've won 2, and it's the tiebreaker to find out. Let's say we somehow take each other out, and it's a draw. Well, then we go on to game 6, the final round, the quote-unquote sudden death match, where this decides it. And if you draw again by some miracle of God, well then again and again and again until there is a definitive winner, an absolute winner. Then you win, move on. Okay? Cool. Glad we can all agree on that. Why are you so loud? Thank you. Are you good? Anytime I record anything in this apartment, we have 4 cats. I have 1, my roommate has 3. How about this? My cat's the best cat. She's right there. Let's move back here away from all the noise and all the extra light. Okay, so that's great, right? Ranked tournament, working your way up, winning, all that good stuff. Okay, so there are regulations to the designs that you can build or that you can use. If you want to use designs that are just a bunch of grenade cannons, I'm sorry about your luck. You've got to fix that. You cannot have 3 or more of the same weapon type. So, like, let's say you've got grenade cannon arms and you've got 2 Ogotos on your back. I'm glad you showed up, but you've got to change that. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being part of the community and thanks for playing, but you're changing that. Because spamming cheese, no, prohibited. Not allowed. You are better than that, and if you're not better than that, you're not a better pilot than that. So you can go back to the playground. We'll deal with the stuff and win the money, yeah? Get them their sponsors. It is dark. Oh, yeah, the Council of Cute. Yes. And Godzilla and my deceased relatives. My dad and my cousin. So, I just think it's funny to throw something dark in there every now and again, and not just because of the scene lighting. Let's see. There is no weight limit. No prohibited 3 or more of a weapon type. So you can have, like, let's say you have a grenade cannon arm and a grenade cannon back, Ogato on the back, and whatever the one is on the arm. Fantastic. That's fine. That's if you're not good enough to deal with that, you're in the wrong tournament. You suck. But like you've got to have some adaptability and some variety. Have multiple designs. You can have multiple designs and in between the matches. So like let's say game 1 I win, game and you lose. Okay, well, let's say there's going to be a short interval between the two, or between the round, between the next game and this one. You got a minute. Pick a different design. You get to pick a map that best suits that design. How about that? Something that works to your advantage. Play to your strengths, stuff like that. But be adaptable. Be creative. And be good. This is From Software made Dark Souls after they made Armored Core, and Armored Core was a get good kind of game back in the day. And people like to say, "Oh, well, Armored Core 4 are just 4 and 4 are just so easy." Yeah, but that's not. You're playing that game for the story. You're not playing that for the multiplayer community. And if you're playing for the multiplayer community, you know what punishment is. And if you haven't been punished, you're not playing with the right people. You're not playing with pilots, not real ravens or lynx or whatever you want to call yourselves. I'll even let you call yourself a new type because Gundam, because Armored Core references it constantly. But no, competitive scene, you've got to show adaptability. I know that you're creative, and I know that you're good. I know you've got what it takes because I've seen you. Yeah, some of you have lost to me, and I'm an absolute savage on the battlefield. But I'm going to need to see some creativity, and I'm going to need to see you adapt to a changing situation. Because you are not always going to be on your terms. All right? And life isn't that way anyway, so why would this be any different? So, best of 5. You win, move on. Fantastic. No weight limit, no FRS memory unit, like no tuning limit, nothing like that. Tune it how you want, make it as heavy or as light as you want. Don't care. You either win or you win by you live by the sword or you die by the sword. That's how this works. The only thing you can't do is spam and be cheese. If you're spamming cheese, you get warned. 3 warnings, and you refuse, disqualified. You immediately lose, move on. And let's see. What else was there? Not really anything else I can think of on that part. Moving on, referees. You are, let's say you're a referee. Your only actual authority is to check the designs and make sure that they are regulation. That's your quote unquote authority. You can also remove or disqualify people for vulgarity or excessive vulgarity or unsportsmanlike conduct. After 3 warnings, you're gone. You get warned. If you get warned multiple times throughout the actual event, you will be disqualified. I don't care if you're a semifinalist and this is your 3rd warning. You will be gone. You got to fix it. No unsportsmanlike conduct. You're part of the reason why the community fell apart in the first place. Can you not? Yeah, thanks. Anyway, because this is a competitive scene, it's got to be taken seriously. There are sponsors, there is promotion, there is visibility, so it would have to be done this way, like it or not. That's the competitive circuit. That's how they are. Unsportsmanlike conduct and excessive vulgarity gets you disqualified. Referees have the power to boot you for doing so after warnings. Let's see. The referee is obligated. Like, it's not just part of their authority, they are obligated to check the designs. They're also obligated to... Oh, what was the other one? I've got it all typed out, and I've forgotten what some of it was. I don't know. Not that important. I think that's actually it. Nothing jumps out. Let's see. What else was there? Oh, prizes and ranking. Okay. So yeah, there's a top 3 sort of thing to the tournament. There's the finalists and the semifinalists. First place goes to the winner. Second place goes to the runner-up, the person who lost to the winner. Third place goes to the 2 semifinalists. You split the reward. So, first place, you win the tournament, fantastic. You get invited to the annual end of the year champions tournament. And you can compete in other tournaments if you want to. However, let's say you beat somebody in another tournament and that finalist that loses to you doesn't have an invitation, you already do, great, they get the invitation. They get invited to the end of the year champions tournament. Because if not for your placement in that tournament and being an unfair... I almost said a bad word. The algorithm doesn't like bad words. I almost said a no. But let's say you waffle stomp somebody and they get an invitation. No unsportsmanlike conduct or you will lose your invitation. And it's good conduct is important. Sportsmanlike conduct is very important. Be a good sport. Talk smack online, be a good sport in person, okay? At the event, be chill. Online, you can be unchill if you want, but when it comes to actually being at work, you're at work. Let's work together and figure this out. You can talk smack later. Unless you say something too heinous, I guess, in which case then you get crucified on social media, and that's your problem. But yeah. So, you get an invitation to the end of the year Champions Tournament. Champions Tournament is handled the same way as the rest of the tournaments that are ranking. You get first place, second place, third place. First place winner, second place runner-up, third place semifinalists. So, first place, you get the grand prize. You get your invitation, you get your grand prize, you get your memorabilia, you get your merch, stuff like that. Like let's say the grand prize is $50,000. Second place gets a monetary reward as well. You get $25,000, half the amount of the first place. You also get the same memorabilia as first place, however, no invitation for you. Unless somebody wants to sponsor you and enter you in. Because you can pay your way into that. However, you cannot pay to win. So, you've got to earn that victory. Let's see. Semifinalists. You get to split a monetary award for your efforts. You made it to the semifinals. You don't get the 25,000. You don't get 20,000. You split 20,000. You get 10,000 each. So, like, let's say that that's how that worked out, and that's definitely incentive to at least get that far, and even more incentive to go all the way because the better players get the better sponsorship deals, get the better situations and sets of gear, so to speak. So look at this from a point of view of absolute competitive play. There are some gamers out there who would be listening to this and thinking, "Oh, dude, I'm salivating. Dude, I'm watering at the mouth. Let's go. Trying to do this. Fantastic." You're the kind of people that we need in that kind of circuit. If you play Armored Core, if you don't, then you better get involved real quick. As far as this sort of setup goes, like people like to dream about doing stuff and then they don't do it. Do it, okay? Believe in you. Especially if you're already playing Armored Core, you would waffle stomp these people out here who try to be runners up. Like, I'm just going to get into it just now because they want to win money and stuff like that. Yeah, you're about to get destroyed. Us old fogies who have been here a long time, you know, the dominants, the frighteners, the rankers, all of us, the pulverizers, everybody's been here forever. And we will destroy you. Anyway, there is an actual team idea that I've got for this, but I'll discuss that in a different video, probably a follow-up to this one at some point. But like this is the kind of stuff that I think we need to talk about as a community, and we need to work on if we can. We got to get this stuff in front of From Software. Speaking of which, if you want to support me, you can do so by sharing this video, hitting like, subscribing, hitting that bell icon for notifications whenever I upload, because I'm getting really obsessed with this topic of Armored Core in general, and I'm talking about it a lot lately. So you guys are steady trickling in on the subscribers. Keep it up. Send this around to more people. I'm going to get this stuff onto Reddit. I'm going to get this stuff onto Tumblr. I'm going to get this stuff onto Twitter. Let's get this in front of From Software, because I really feel like we can do something about them not doing anything. I feel like we can inspire them. Can I not have hiccups and burps? What is going on here? Need water, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, as I slowly die, let's go ahead and get this shared around. Show me some love. Stick around for a while. I'm going to do regular videos. I start getting to actual recording gear, I'm going to do this a lot more. I want to do discussion videos on equipment, stuff like that, weapons, all that stuff. Armored Core Lore is out here doing God's work, doing lore and history for Armored Core 4 and 4 answer elements. Absolutely respect and love you. You are fantastic. I think it's Refin, Defansion, and other content creators out there doing stuff. You're awesome. I love you. If you're out there doing Armored Core stuff, keep at it. Keep making content. We've got to revive this community. This fan base needs support. So I'm here for y'all. If you're here for me, let's go all the way. If you want to support me monetarily, or if you can support me monetarily, you can do so via Cash App, hashtag discount Walter White, all one word. It's called that because when I shave, I look like a discount. I look like, great value Walter White, I guess. Discount Walter White. And that Cash App's actually for a podcast that's R-rated. I wouldn't recommend. So if you don't want to do Cash App, you have PayPal instead. Well, I have PayPal too. At Insoa, INSOA 117. So hit me up at Insoa 117. And if you throw monies at me, then great. If you can meet a threshold of my first ever contributor that I mentioned in the previous video, if you can hit that $50 amount that they did, I will give you a shout out, and I would love a suggestion for a topic to discuss in the future, whether it be Armored Core 4 Answer or any previous game, because I have played 95% of the series, like obsessively, and I am an Armored Core enthusiast. It inspired a huge chunk of my creativity, me wanting to write a 9-part book series that spans 1,500 years of human history, from our point right now in the present on into the future. So I love Armored Core more than you realize. From Software, I absolutely hope that you get to see this. I need to start spreading these around because I know you're out there, and I know you will see this eventually. And I know the fans are out there too, and you guys want more content, and I'm trying to bring it to you. I know right now it's just a big dude talking to you in his living room, standing in front of a window, looking like he needs to shave rather desperately. But I mean, it's content. I am making you think, and I'm hoping that I'm hyping some of y'all up and making you think, oh, that'd be awesome. A competitive scene, yeah. Like, because I know the people that I knew about that played this back in the day with me. I know that they would love this, and if this was a thing, they would jump on this. It would mend old friendships to a degree because we'd make some money. I'd have a great time waffle stomping some of y'all into the dirt in that Armored Core competitive scene. If we can get From Software to update and re-release or like remaster the 4 and 4 answer and release it on new consoles and make it cross-platform between PlayStation and Xbox, then we could have a competitive scene. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your background is, you'll get to play. And there's bonus points if you can get Switch in there too. Like it would need to be fully accessible, and they can do it. They can do it now. It's there, but they're focused elsewhere. Let's bring their attention back to base. And I know that y'all can do it. I know that we can do it together. So let's do it, okay? Share this around. Let's get this in front of From Software and let's see if we can't get their attention. Anyway, love you guys. Stay strong in that community. And I definitely will see you guys out there. Stay frosty.